to the issue of Sir John, I think it's quite unfortunate an incident with some of the visuals that I have seen. But it's important that we put some of the issues into proper perspective. Number one, it was not a state function. It was not a function organized by government. That's just a fact. It's not to justify anything, but it's just a fact that it was not a state function. It wasn't an activity organized by the government. Again, I was watching a video on your website, the one that came with the story. And for the 3 minutes video, you could see that the funeral grounds proper, the inner perimeter, where the president and the state functionaries were. I saw the president, I saw the vice president, chief of staff, I saw the national chairman of the NDC, I saw the general secretary of the NDC, General Mosquito, and a lot of, top, not just in government, but also in opposition at the function. And where they were, all of them were observing the COVID-19 protocol. The video is on your website, so you can verify. In fact, with the entire 3 minutes visual that I saw on your website, there isn't even one person without a mask or not observing the protocol. I saw General Mosquito in his mask. I saw the president in his mask. I saw the national chairman of the NDC in his mask. They were exchanging pleasantries here and there. So it's important that we put the facts out clearly. That one, it was not a state organized function, because I believe that if it was a state organized function, the proper thing would have been done. Secondly, I think that the organizers of the funeral should be held responsible and tightly as such, because if you invite me to a function in these days of COVID-19, knowing all the protocols that you're supposed to put in place, the responsibility behoves on you to ensure that all the necessary things are put in place so that you don't put me at risk. Because as it stands now, the organizers of the funeral have actually put a lot of the states, functionaries and members of parliament, both in government and opposition, at risk. Because as at the time I was going to Ono, I did not know that outside the funeral grounds that I was going to be, we're going to have crowds, running on the street
but then the president has an advanced team that usually goes to some of these places. And I'm sure they would have given him a report. It's not possible for him to have said that or to have communicated to the organizers until the right thing is done. I'm not coming there.
But that's what I'm saying.
Especially when there is a cap on the number of people who can be present at funerals per day. I don't want that have been laid.
I don't want this morning's discussion on this to be a banter and to make it look like a deference. It is not. I have stated clearly that it's a very unfortunate situation. I agree with the GMA. I agree with Occupy Ghana. It's something that should not have happened. So I don't want the conversation to turn into. What I am saying is that some of these things, when they come up and we are discussing, we must be able to highlight some of the possible causes, call out the people responsible, so that moving forward into the future, they do not happen. Where the president, the national chairman of the NDC, the general secretary of the NDC, the vice president, where they were seated at the funeral grounds, there was no breach of the COVID-19 protocol. I have seen the video. It's on your website. Okay, I have seen the video. It's a 3-minute video. It's on your website. There was no breach. Okay. The breach, which I find very, very wrong and unfortunate, was outside the inner perimeter, outside the funeral grounds. But the point is that once there is a breach within that space, whether within the inner perimeter or outside, it has put all of us, even inside the perimeter where the protocols were being observed, it has put all of us at risk. And so I subscribe to those who are calling for the organizers of the program to be held responsible. Whatever it is that the law prescribes for these things should be applied. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? But we should put the facts out there that it is not as if it was government that has organized a function and blatantly flouted the COVID-19 protocol. I don't think when the national chairman of the NDC was going to the funeral, he had an idea that whilst he was seated in the inner perimeter, there will be thousands of people, the numbers were overwhelming. There will be thousands of people on the streets doing their own thing and then putting all of us or all of us at risk.
Okay.